Good morning, this is Randy. I want to do a video on when the narcissist mask is leaking or completely ripped off and they desperately try to put the mask back on, but it continues to leak as they attempt to recycle a former spousal target or a good source of supply. So I had been sufficiently gold dug by my husband, completely strip mined, stonewalled, and discarded. Some of the things that came out of his mouth were extremely scary. After 16 years together, I was left and completely ignored with zero closure. At this point, the narcissist was unsure of his decision to fully discard me, even though a divorce was pending. I filed for the divorce, not knowing who I was even dealing with after all that time. There were still some attempts to recycle me, but they were very weak attempts. They were desperate attempts. Now I understand they were relevant to what was going on secretly in the narcissist's life regarding his other possible sources of supply. And his attempts to recycle me really had nothing to do with me or wanting me back. It was all a reaction regarding what he was going to be able to continue to get from his other sources. He would claim to have a lot of guilt, and anytime I would text the narcissist during the pending divorce period where we were separated, or even after the divorce, anything that I said to him by text was disregarded or ignored, or I got a response of F you. What I would do was I was still thinking that the narcissist was mentally ill and that if he would get help for his compulsions, sexual addictions, mental illness, bipolar, manic, whatever the case may be, that it was possible for him to recover, and that if he did that, I would accept him back. Of course, this is all before I had really resigned myself to the fact that he's a true narcissist and cannot recover. I would get lack of closure in terms of responses from him in cliches like, it is what it is, it happened, what can I do about it, let it go, you're still not over it, it's been months now, or it's been years. But the narcissist was in a time warp, so his conception of time is not in reality. He would say it's been years when it really had been weeks or months since our divorce, and the expectation was that 16 years together, I should just get over it and let it go, and stop bothering him. Stop bothering him to go to sexual addiction meetings. Stop bothering him with memories of the true love that he had professed to me for years, and all the things that we were supposed to be doing together in the future, and all the great things that we actually had done in the past. So, let's see. I did divorce him, even not knowing that he was a narcissist, because my moral values were being tested to a horrible degree, where I was not willing to sacrifice or make compromises with my own moral standards and values to remain married to the narcissist. Also, I had to protect my own life. I felt like I was in physical and mental danger. I felt like I was needing to protect my own mental health at that point, that I had crumbled after the mask had been ripped off, and that suicide could be in my future, and that I was unable to live with the detective work that I was doing, the constantly catching him in lies, and really realizing that he was not my best friend as he had claimed for all those years. I did have this sense that he could not live without me, and that he would die without me. It was because I truly organized his entire life. I was that island that he came to, and that stabilized him truly, that gave him a sense of reality, that gave him a sense of practicality, that gave him feedback on his grandiose ideas as actually being grandiose. I was a stable figure that could reflect back to him the true reality of the world so that he could function. But when he separated himself emotionally from me and stopped listening to me and my advice, and stopped taking me as a friend and as somebody that was trying to keep him on the straight and narrow, and I see, this is codependency at its best here. But I was correct that he could not live without me, but it wasn't that he could not live without me personally, as I thought. It was that he could not live without supply. And that's why when he got new sources of supply, yes, he actually could live without me, because he had new supply that would support him, and that would provide reality to him, that would provide constant sex to him, admiration, adulation, and all the other things that he needs in order to live, just like we need air to breathe. So what he would do he would say that on texting, when I text him, he would tell me, why was I trying to switch back and get him back? Why was I now being nice when I wasn't nice before? And then he would say that I divorced him. And remember, that I said he was a pig, and that he's messy and dirty, and that he drinks too much. He was trying to remind me that I'm the one who divorced him. So he was playing the victim. Actually, yes, I did divorce him, but he pushed my hand at it. He forced me to divorce him for my own mental health, and then played the victim, that it was my fault, although all of his behaviors is what led to our divorce, and he could have easily prevented a divorce, and I even gave him a list of things that he could do to prevent it, and he refused to do that. But he still wants to blame me for divorcing him and leaving him. So I continued to try to text him, and it went from trying to help him to trying to make him feel guilty, and then it just became me being able to express myself, because during the relationship I was squelched. I was not able to fully express myself, so I had years of expression and feelings that I needed to get out, so I did all this through texting. One of the things that he said that was very revealing is this: he said, I texted and I said, you know, I hope things are going great for you. It was sarcastic. I hope, you know, you found that the grass is greener and you're doing great. And then he said, no, I have to work now, which what he meant was not that he was going to work right then. He meant that what he regretted about leaving me is that now he has to work. Actually, he can't leech off me and laze around and try different cockamamie schemes of making money. He actually has to work now, and he was actually blaming me for that. So the mask again was ripped off at that point, and he's admitting to me, well, when I was with you, I had it easy. So you divorced me, and now I actually have to work again. And I just thought that that was just quite telling. I have a few more things, but I think I'm going to run out of time, so I'm going to end here and pick it up to finish this video. Thanks for listening.